Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Tannehill's Dolphins.
Okay, Larry, Charles and I, we have brought our talents to South Beach, or at least in the neighborhood of South Beach, as we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Buying time to his left. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
59 Mike, check. 36 power. Gun.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Tempo. Tight dog.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Wilson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Man left. Run. Hey. 4 down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 57 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought was going to be the guy. He got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
Now Wilson on second down, out to his left. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Tempo. Jack! Alert.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now it's Wilson. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Miami's offense getting ready to come back out onto the field. Take a step back, Charles. You look at the Dolphins in 2017. Look, they were 10-6 in 2016. Many people thought, wow, here we go. 2017 high hopes. They limped to a 6-10 finish, however.
Yeah, and you use the word limped, and it started with the injury to Ryan Tannehill. His knee in preseason, in camp. And then they decided to bring in Jay Cutler. That didn't work the way they expected to work at the quarterback position. Jay Ajayi was a Pro Bowl, well over 1,000-yard runner the year before. The chemistry wasn't right. He gets trained
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Base. Quick. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. But expanding a little bit on Kenyon Drake, interesting year because hardly used early on. Then Jay Ajayi goes to Philly, and he took over as the Dolphins' lead back after that trade.
And was never a lead back in college. He was always that accessory piece who helped him in the special teams as well. So we'll see what the Dolphins decide to do in 2018. See if they give him a little competition at that spot.
Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Tight right. There you go. Hurry. 4 down.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Flush to his right. On the run. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice...
And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Julius Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line. Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him. Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing. And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance. And he did. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Here we go. Tiger. Block. Hey. 4 down.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Landry, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. The quick slant caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, a 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh. That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance. Maybe play out. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can. Now Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down. So they're operating in the red zone.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Tannehill on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. He is, by the way, Jarvis Landry, the man who led the NFL in receptions this last year, 112 of them.
The only issue for him, because he did put it in the end zone 9 times, and people fear him as a running back after he catches the...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kenny Stills, as the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
We got trips over here. Let's overload. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Richardson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On second down, here's Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. Devontae Parker. And all the way in for a...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their teams to victory. Tannehill's Dolphins going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
Larry, overcast skies, but knock on wood, no rain on the radar to speak of right now as we welcome you to CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins.
Put that towel back. Thank you. We gotta go Friday.
Yeah, because we were taping it. You know, our one friend has such a kidnapper car, it was perfect.
What are y'all taping?
Hellfest.
For what?
Hellfest. The same thing from last weekend. Because he has lights, like when they had the black stuff on the bumper. And it was more old, and like when he didn't have his lights on, it looked so creepy.
First pass here is going to fall incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be the key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tackle roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up the 3rd and 1.
That's why I do that.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Then Ndamukong Suh breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Wilson. Unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Yeah.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this will be taken at the 13.
Spun too.
Big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Mike Bennett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To throw on second down is Tannehill.
Throw a fucking ball.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson.
What?
And his throw here is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. It's caught. Lockett. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 47-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Man, fucking out. Here we go.
Ryan Tannehill, 61 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. Sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And a big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. Game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now a first down throw, Tannehill over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle.
Oh, defense. What the hell was that? That was fucking the play.
Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It won't.
Down he goes again. KJ Wright in there again to drop it for the second straight play, and it'll be 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another mover. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right around the 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defensive play with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, someone's 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. That's going to Rocket. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's
Got him.
intercepted for the 14th.
Got him.
Picked off at the 46, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a boss-con defense and give us a big play. Instead, they created a whole big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signal for and take it successfully. And out now come the Seahawks. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And this will go to the 28-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume
just something to get you off to a quick start.
Defense showing blitz. Here's Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
It'll be second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Well, partner, of course, this week all the talk about the Super Bowl. It's actually the 6th Super Bowl rematch because the Eagles and the Pats met in Super Bowl 39. Can you name the other 5 Super Bowl rematches?
I'm not sure that I can.
Where's the flag at?
Miami.
How do you even get up there with it?
Pittsburgh, Dallas.
Yep.
How about New England, Philadelphia? Oh, that's right. You already said that. What are the other ones?
49ers and Bengals. By the way, I'm cheating. I'm looking off the sheet. Cowboys, Bills, and the Patriots and the Giants.
How about that? And I think that for the most part, if you won the first one, you won the second one as well, right?
Yep, 4 of the 5 that won the first one won round 2.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, the fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not only...
I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through.
And avoids the turnover. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter.
Poor blocking scheme.
To make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds.
And he rolled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Some strong running at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything.
Receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're putting 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Got a man, that's complete. And he's brought down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, my God.
Reception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Wilson on the draw. He'll give to Lacey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe look at things going in their direction after a play like that.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. Past the 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep, and this one hasn't.
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will get a 4th phase. That's the coaching. You know, tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They're looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may beat up with this team again.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 41-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but you know me.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting to drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys will want to ride on too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
A gain of 39 that time. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Drake, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0, zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you
Should get a trophy for that one.